DeAndre's so far, who's looking like KP8's favorite target?
Shoot, Allen Robinson. If we keep it at a buck, Allen Robinson been his dude. But Allen Robinson been getting off though, man. Yeah. Now the only thing that I preface is like this though. The receivers, when they do have this success, or even when the quarterbacks have had success, some of these plays aren't real.
Oh, you could see it. Like, Kenny's about to get sacked.
Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm like,
does that say something about our line right now?
They're in shirts and shorts.
Okay, you're not worried about it?
Right. Some of the moves, like DeMarvin Leal had a move where he beat a tackle. It wasn't a starting tackle, so we didn't have to trip. To me, I thought it was a good rep because it was a finesse move. If you beat a guy with finesse in shirts and shorts, that's real. That's legitimate because you can still do a finesse move in the, like when you got pads on.
Sure.
If, he did the side scissor. It was like a stabbed him inside, side scissors, clearly knocked his hands down, beat the edge, and it would have had a sack, clear cut. That to me is a good rep. If you're running and you bull rush this dude or you speed the power this dude or something, that's not a good rep. I don't care about those. Like, get out of here, you're trash. But when it's certain moves like a Alex Highsmith running and dipping under a certain tackle, you're like, God dang, man, like that's a real rep right there. So with some of that is happening. But at the same time, I want to see, when the pads get on, we get the benefit of the doubt. Because
either way, our line is better than what it was like 2 years ago. And it should be better than what it was last year.
1,000% is going to be better. Just put the pads on. I think that will balance it out a little bit because even a guy like Herbig, he's very athletic.
They're saying he's cooking.
You heard he's very athletic. So if you're very athletic in a shirts and shorts setting, this is great for you.
Yeah, he's smaller and leaner too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
This is where the athletes typically shine in OTAs. They typically shine the first couple of times in practice and training camp before you put the pads on. You hear me and TG joke about he loved OTAs. I hate OTAs. I want pads on. I want to hit you. He's an athlete. Let me make you miss, feet look pretty. It's just a different type. You know what I mean? So for me, when I think of the trenches, they got to get them pads on, bro. Because I done seen too many dudes look elite with speed rush, elite with the spin move, elite with a dip move, and you put them pads on, and it goes out the window. Not saying that's going to be the case with Herbig. I think Herbig's still going to be dope, but I just think it comes down just a notch. Because, it's been some moments you're like, all right, bro. Are you TJ Watt, bro? Like, because he's had some moments where it's like, yo, I
saw some of the Herbig reports that said Chase Young who.
Okay, it's like he's
Chase Young wishes he was Herbig.
He does some stuff. You're like, hey, bro, you looking real TJ-ish. But once again, it's in shirts, it's shorts. If you're athletic, you should look good during this time. I want to see what it looks like tomorrow when they say, hey, play this 6 technique. Because you can't rush the pass if you can't stop this run and hold up this C gap. Because if you're not, it's Cassius Marsh, right? And not a shot at Cassius, but Cassius is more pass rusher than he is run
like
stopper.
A little one, and I'm good with it.
Keep it coming. I just like to give analogies that everybody a part of this family can understand.
I know exactly what that looks like.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing. Cassius, if you're talking about getting a sack,
just there. You're
right?
Just
if you're talking about rushing the passer, Cassius can rush the passer with any of them. In terms of a shirts and short setting, he's even rushed the passer and had success NFL wise in regular season games. But it's a difference when you talk about why he's not a starter, why he doesn't play more in certain places. Because when it's time to play that run, that's where it changes. For Nick, that's the part where he's going to have to show he can do that. Athletically, yeah, man. You should cook anybody athlete. You athlete. Yeah. But when them pads come on, bro, you got to be able to do all of that. Because now when you go to rush the pass, you might be fatigued. You didn't had to play that run them first 2-3 plays now. Now let me see you cook them. That's why I'm like, we just got to hold off just a little bit on certain players. Like,
but you're seeing it with A-Rod.
Yeah.
Going back to Pickett,
and the reason why I like the A-Rod part is because for wide receivers, man, yes, the pads come on, it makes it a little bit different in terms of just your release because you just got more mass on you, right? So if I'm a DB trying to jam you, it's a lot easier for you to make me miss when you're shirts and shorts than when you got shoulder pads on. I just got more of a grip, right? But for A-Rod, it's just certain things like when you watch him run his routes, when you watch how crisp he's getting in and out of his breaks, you watch him with his hands in terms of how he's catching the ball, plucking it out the air. It's those type of things where you're just like, we was missing that. So, that looks professional. When you watch Deontay Johnson run routes, that looks professional. You see now with George Pickens is like, that's where you have to continue to grow.
He's getting there, right?
He is.
I heard he's improving.
He is. But that's the part where it's like, that's the knock on Pickens right now. You got to be able to run it like how them dudes is running it. We know you can go vertical. We know we could back shoulder you. But we got to see you grow to that. He's going to get there. But Allen Robinson, you can just see it already.
We've missed an adult in the receiver room. Is what you're saying.
Yes. I wouldn't say it like that because
we got rid of all the nonsense.
Yes.
We did that middle of last year.
We did, yes.
We officially cleared ourselves of that. But now we actually brought an adult in.
Bro, and he practices like a professional. Like when I watch him, I'm like, that's a pro.
We got a guy to guide these young guys.
Right. Like when I'm watching Pickens, I'm like, Pickens is a young player. He's ultra talented, but he's learning.
Because Deontay's not like that. He's just a focus on yourself type of guy, which I respect.
I'm in my own zone. Like, I'm a cook, but he's quiet. That's not him. A-Rob, he's just like, he just looks like a true vet. A guy that is sure of himself. A guy that is confident being out front. A guy that doesn't feel like he's trying to figure out who he is at this stage. He knows where he's at right now. Whereas for Pickens, he's trying to figure out how high he can ascend this year, right? Deontay, he's trying to figure out, am I still the guy? Can I actually reach franchise caliber? Or am I actually going to be the number 2 this year? You know what I'm saying? Like
A-Rob already did that too.
Yeah.
So he could probably just give them wisdom on what the path is like and what does matter, what doesn't matter in all this.
Yeah. So that's why like when I watch A-Rob, I'm just like, it just looks like we was missing it, man. It's like, it feels good to have another one of those back out there in that room specifically because we really haven't had that since AB left. Because think about it, Juju was the vet once AB left, and Juju was a kid in his own right. We brought in Moncrief, and then Moncrief fingers stopped working. So then that couldn't even get the leadership.
Is that hold on. Let me think about this. Will A-Rob be the best wide receiver leader we've had since Hines Ward?
Oof.
I think there's a case.
Has it really been that long? Because it went from Hines to AB.
Oh, yeah. Holmes and like Mike Wallace in there. Sanders.
Yeah.
And then you're right. AB. Martavis.
AB was good while he was here.
Juju,
it went completely off the rails.
Oh, I'm talking specifically like leader. Right. AB's the best out of all these guys.
Yeah.
But
in terms of just the leadership, because I never would have said like, hey, you want to follow AB. In fact, we would say you're not AB, so don't try to be like AB. Work like AB, but you can't.
AB was a lead by example type
correct.
On the field, at least.
Yeah. So, oh, man. Because Hebe was a dope leader.
Okay.
But Hebe wasn't the front guy. So you're leading, but it's like, bro, you the special teams guy, the gadget guy. So it was just a different context. Whereas I think for Allen Robinson, it'll be different because he's actually going to be playing. And
he's lived up and exceeded what he was supposed to be. Where
he's been a guy in this league before.
Been a bust.
Yeah, he's been a guy in this league before. Absolutely. 1,000-yard receiver, been a number 1 receiver before. 100-catch guy. Like, he's gotten paid. Yeah.
Great signing.
Yeah.
And he was working with Kenny this offseason, too. Yeah. I heard him complimenting Kenny a couple times. But, yeah, I've been seeing some of the stuff pop up on social media. Some of his catches, some of that rapport.
Yeah. But I would definitely say A-Rob, though, man. Yeah. Because, dude.
That's only a plus too, because I don't think you're gonna come out and say like, oh, something's missing between Kenny and Deontay, or something's missing between Kenny and Pickett.
No, yeah, because
it's just like this is only house money
those
now.
Those are there. It's just
plus the Calvin Austin element.
Right, Calvin has flashed. It's just to me when you talk about them first couple of days, the one constant that you could count on every single practice was Allen Robinson doing something. Where he's like, bro, he done routed something up over here. Oh, he done caught that. Oh, hey man, would he have made that tackle in the back? Oh, it'd have been iffy. But then you got to preface it with, it probably would have been a sack, though. That was the only problem.
I've seen a couple.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the only problem. Yeah. But I definitely rock with A-Rod. I love like watching how he works out there. He's like just his professionalism out there, man.